we are live because Fred is bothering me for food. He's hungry. We're gonna feed him right there. And he's being a very patient boy. He's very hungry, I get it. Let's feed him. Sorry if I'm early and you're not here, but the boy, he demands food. I get it, Fred. Calm the F down. Calm down. Oh my God, stop headbutting me. So demanding. Do you know where your spoons went, Fred? Because I don't know where your spoons went. I found one spoon. Oh. There we go. What a mess. One thing that has been stressing me out this week is Fred is losing some patch of fur on his neck. He's been grooming there a lot, and we're not sure. We don't think it's ringworm. It just looks like a bald patch, and so the people from the agency said it could be just a food allergy. So we're like trying to buy him food without going broke. Let me just show you. Aaron bought this really fancy, I know a lot of you, no, get out of there, Fred. I know a lot of you recommended raw diet. We bought this, it's an 8-ounce bag. It was $20 US. This is more money than I spent on my own food, so this is not sustainable for us. If you have any advice on how to make food for cats, I really don't know anymore. Fred, you gotta calm down, my boy. He is being very impatient. You're being very impatient. I know you're hungry. We gave you treats, though. And you're just like 10 pounds? How much do you weigh? Do you know how much you weigh? I don't want ringworm. How many times do I gotta say to you? Ugh. That's another thing that's been stressing me out is I think I'm just doomed to get ringworm. But, you know, once you acknowledge it, that's the worst part, right? Calm down, buddy. Food is coming. Calm down. Calm down. Hi. Yes, your dinner will be served, my friend. All right, meds in, your first course. Dude, you keep trying to get in my way. Excuse me. There's water on your bowl. All right, come here. Eat where the people can see you. You ready? Sit. Can you sit? Sit, Fred. Oh my God, I don't want ringworm. I want you to sit. Sit. Can you sit? How do you teach a cat to sit? Can you teach a cat to sit? Fred, can you sit? Sit. Sit. There you go. You did it. You did it. There's your med. Sludge. We will be sharpening knives, my friends. I will be soaking my stone right now. But I will also prepare Fred more food. Let me not block your view of him. Where can I stand? Can I stand here? Yes, I can stand here. All right. Aaron.
Yes.
I soaked some of the dried food, and it literally smells like the canned pate. Doesn't smell bad. It smells kind of pleasant. Let's see if he eats it.
Are you gonna eat some?
I'm not gonna gonna eat it. Happy Friday, everybody. Switching foods can cause hair loss, is that right? Oh boy. Why is that? Do we have any vets in the audience? Why does switching foods cause hair loss? Stress? Switching his food can cause him stress? Why did I not know this? I love diversity in my food sources. Cats don't? Jesus Christ. Who knew? Probably should have just gotten a dog. Huh? Fred, we're gonna take you back to the pound. We're gonna trade you in for a dog. Okay? Oh my God. I can't change foods with dogs either. I thought dogs ate anything. Sally, don't worry too much, June. You know, guys, I truly don't know what to believe anymore. All of my ideas and aforementioned beliefs are crumbling, just crumbling on down. All right, Fred, we got some watery slop coming your way. You ready? Delicious. Yeah, we should take a photo. We also need to know how to contact the vet because we should probably, I don't know if we're going to go to the same vet because he came from Brooklyn. We live in Queens. If we have to go to Brooklyn every time to see the vet, that could be a huge time sink. So we're going to have to talk with the agency. But yes, it's true. Thank you, guys. I am doing my best. Happy Friday. Switching food has to do with nutrients. If the new food has less nutrients, then it's not enough. He is out of the cubby, yes. He's been coming to the kitchen for food for a couple of days now, actually. And we're not sure if he knows what I mean when I say sit, but sometimes he sits. Could just be coincidence. Hi, Jacqueline. Let me give you some more water, since you don't drink water, okay? I want you to drink some water. Sorry for blocking a review of the cat. Unintentional. But yes, welcome to the live, guys. I started early today to make up for my half-minute lateness over the past few weeks. This week has been crazy. It's been a lot going on. It's been construction outside, still feels like warfare. Sounds like it. There's been construction above us. Our neighbor downstairs is now pretending she's in SoulCycle and blasting music, which is fine. It's only like half an hour, but it's just like a lot of noise, guys. It's just a lot of noise. When did we start doing this thing, guys, where we take in animals and start feeding them better than we feed ourselves? Like, when did that happen? I feel like cats and dogs should just be able to survive on food and not bougie-ass packaging. Fred, you're being very messy. It's very expensive food. I really think he's not a fan of the dried foods because he does this thing where he chomps a little bit and then he moves the food off to his plate and he just leaves it there, and I feel like he's actually very picky. I don't think he likes the dry food even though I hydrated it. So yep. Okay, we're gonna soak our whetstone now. This is the box that I have it in. There's a lot of construction dust on this lid. We're gonna wash that. This is the stone. I think you've seen it before. We're gonna soak the 1000 grit side, and we're not going to make this finer 4000 grit side wet. I'm gonna take this out. This is like a non-slippy thing, but I normally just use a cloth of some sort to stabilize it on my counter. And I soak it in cold water. So my disclaimer here is I'm not a professional knife sharpener. I just do it to get the job done. I've seen a lot of chefs soak their stones perpetually, and some just soak it 10 minutes before sharpening, so, you know, do whatever. We're gonna let that sit, and then maybe while Fred eats, I'm gonna dry off my hands, put on my gloves, and try to rub him down with some athlete's foot stuff. Fred, you keep wasting food, my dude. What up with that? Gonna have to put this cat through the Cultural Revolution. You gonna eat those bits? Your ration bits? We are planning to give him his first full body sulfur lime dip bathing experience this weekend, so that's gonna be delightful for all of us involved. Yeah, not looking forward to that. Not looking forward to traumatizing him, but it has to be done. Hopefully it helps to heal him sooner rather than later. Wrap him into a towel to get him into the bath. Yeah, Aaron's gonna try to do that. We have like glass doors on our shower, so I was thinking of having Aaron just plop him into the tub with me. We're gonna have a little basin inside the tub, and we're just gonna slam those doors on him so he can't. Is it poisonous, Jacquelina? We're not gonna do it in the kitchen. We're gonna do it in the bathroom. Fred, you want a little rub down while you eat? A little athlete's foot cream? A little cream for my sir. Hi. Are you ready for rubs? Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Rubs. Yes. Where else? Here? There? not a fan. I'll wait. What a weird cat. You're a strange fella. You're just dropping food everywhere, Fred. Can't you just drop it in one place? Do you want rubs? Do you want rubs now? No? You don't like that spot? Hi. Do you want rubs now? Can I give you rubs now? No? Okay. The man does not want rubs. He does not want rubs. Just gonna stare at you eat, but also try to get some ointment on you. Wow, you really don't want rubs today. What did I do to deserve this rejection? You're really struggling there, bud. Yeah. A little rubs. A little rubs. All right. How's the food, Fred? You're so messy. My dude. My dude. So yes, I'm very low energy today, as you can see, and we're just gonna take it slow. Thank you all for tuning in to this very flat Friday. Hi, Jeff. Yes, Jeff. Fred came home to Queens in a car. Hi, are you done? Are you done spilling food everywhere? Big stretch. Yes. Very lovely stretch. Look at you, cleaning up the plate. Good job, my friend. Lick, lick, lick. That's right. Riveting. Riveting content. Fred, absolutely delightful. Thank you, sir. Are you done? Are you done? Can I wash your plate? Oh, not done yet. He's trying to join the clean plate club. Are you done now? Okay. You sure? There's still some scraps on here. You're done? Okay. All right. Do you have any food on your paws you would like to give up now? Thank you. So good. So delicious. What you looking at, Fred? I don't know what he's looking at in the hallway. Mysteries. You see a ghost? Is it my pink bath towel ghost? Alright guys, on to the knife sharpening portion of our programming. Right after I wash my hands again. Can't ever be too careful. Is he napping now? Alright, I hope you enjoyed the Fred content of the day. And what are you guys chatting about? Bye, Dell. I'm sorry you didn't get to see any knife sharpening. So Aaron recently found his chef's knife that he's had for years, but hasn't quite used, and it's quite sharp. So actually, Aaron, I don't know if this is that, well, that's pretty sharp, I guess. He hasn't really used this since I sharpened it the last time, so I don't think we'll be sharpening this one tonight, except, I don't really feel any burrs, so that's fine. I don't see any nicks along the blade side, so that's fine. It just doesn't feel particularly sharp to me, but I think that's because I don't really do a great job at sharpening. You can see, maybe, there's some small rust spots, and that happens when you don't dry your knife immediately after. So dry your knives after washing. Best practice. I will be sharpening my chef's knife, my Santoku. It doesn't look dull, but it is dull because I've been trying to cut tomatoes with it, and it has not really been slicing through. So you bought a cheap whetstone? What's the grit on it? Ooh. Oh my god. All right, this is the chef's knife. This is our cheap Winco knife. I recommend that when you start sharpening knives, you get a cheap knife to practice on, because it takes some muscle memory to like actually learn the angle you should be situating at, the kind of pressure you should be situating yourself at, and just get a knife that's like $10 and just fuck it up. just fuck it up. So our stone has been sitting for a while. I don't know how long, but probably long enough. I will pull you closer. And I will flip the stone out onto this surface, which once wet slightly will give us a little more grip. But this is what that's for. But what happened with this was once I got it wet and I put it back in the box without realizing that this was wet, and it molded my whetstone. So I'm not going to do that again. I'm not using it again. Ooh, guys, bowl time. Are we ready? I am very ready for this bowl time. Oh man, guys, what a freaking week. I don't know what I could have done better. Maybe I couldn't have done anything better, but it was not ideal. My mental space needs a little bit of collecting, but here we are. This is the bowl, and right now is the moment. A little breath in, a little breath out, and a deeper breath in. I'm gonna breathe one more time to get rid of the tenseness in between my shoulder blades, the tenseness in my lower back, that weird, uncracked joint on my foot that feels so wrong. I'm gonna breathe in the sound of that car that just roared by, and I'm going to let the ring breathe it out of me. Nice. The whetstone is wet, and periodically I'll just dab a little bit of extra water on there, and should be stable enough. Again, I don't know what I'm doing, but this is what I do when I have patience. I go in one direction at a slight angle. I don't even know what angle it is. It is just the angle of my two index and middle finger pressing down on it, and my thumb kind of on the other side of the blade, supporting it at a slight, I don't know, is it a 30-degree angle or a 45? I don't know, something there. If I'm in a rush, sometimes I'll do this, but we're not really in a rush, are we? This kind of just sounds nice, though. Oh, Karen, I'm so sorry your dog won't stop barking. You know, if you're doing this right and you want an even side of sharpening on both sides, you should be counting your strokes. But I am not, because I don't know how to do this properly, and I never have the patience or the attention span to keep counting. So I just flip it when I want to flip it, and then the knife will be what it will be. This is the way I do things. Normally, if I really care about how sharp it is, I will get a test vegetable, such as these scallions that I'm trying to regrow in a glass of water. But if I don't care, then I just keep going until it feels sharp enough. Honestly, this knife doesn't take a lot of sharpening to get to that point where I'm like, oh, you're sharp enough. Because it's a high carbon steel knife, and it's relatively good at maintaining its edge. But this stainless steel one that is so cheap from Winco will take forever to sharpen. I just really love the sound of this whetstone. And again, I don't know if I'm sharpening this right at all, but I feel for burrs, which means if you slide your finger vertical to the blade, you'll start to feel the edge kind of come out toward you, like as if you rolled it off to one side. And you try to get that blade to be coming to a sharp point and meeting in the middle. You don't want it bending to any one side. So you just try to even it out if you feel like the blade is rolled. That's the noob move. If you don't know what you're doing, you're very likely to roll your blade off to one side, which is what I did. Despite 4 years of sharpening knives, I still don't know how to do it properly. But here we are. Okay. Hi, Aaron. Do you think this is sharp enough? Do you want to say hi to the people?
Oh, I was going to bend down in the frame, but hi.
I haven't been reading anyone's comments. I am
I'll read
sorry.
some. I'll just read the haters' comments, actually.
Okay. Hi, Nez. I just saw your name.
Nez
How are you
wants to
doing?
be stabbed.
Nez, you want to be stabbed? Okay.
Hi, Jacquelina, Mr. Boys, R2, and Alimaz. I'm just going to say everyone's usernames today.
Okay.
Nez Lukic. Lukic.
Does she like her last name?
Does she like her
Are
last
you
name?
triggering her?
Nez, do you like your last name? Lukic. The name of probably half the players on the Croatian national team. Aaron, show us your t-shirt collection. I do show off my t-shirt collection, one by one, every video. You're seeing some Balenci today. Mr. Boys Art, or My Boys, it's My Boys R2, says her name is Renee. So,
Hi, Renee.
yeah, I guess the username means she has boys and they're 2 years old, I'm guessing.
I don't know.
Yeah. Jacquelina Mendez. Well, that's an easy name to say. Somebody give me a hard username to say. This is one. Try to pronounce my first name. Says Aline Bristol. I would say it Aline, but I could also see how it would be pronounced Eline. Makash Malotra. This is Aaron's pronouncing things today. And Eichmophobia, says Jeff, but that's not your username. That doesn't count. That's just the fear of knives, which is what Jeff has. Jeff said he couldn't watch the stream.
Why are you watching the stream, Jeff?
Because he has a fear of knives.
You got it wrong, Aaron.
How do you say Aaron? I say it Aaron. Aaron. Or Aaron. Either one of those are fine. Makash, I got it wrong. Makash Malotra, I'm sorry. Well, you can try to type it, otherwise I'm going to keep saying it wrong. I'm supposed to pronounce it.
Isn't it Mahakash?
Brianna Ranzi. Mahakash. Right, I left out an A. That's my fault for not
You left out the H.
I left out a lot of letters, probably. Did I get that right? Brianna Oranzi. Is that Italian? It kind of sounds Italian. Oranzi. Chinese name is Hua Yifan. I can get that right because that's the.
Oh, I don't know if you got the tones right, dude.
I didn't get the tones right. I got it. So, you don't know what characters it is, so you don't know the tones.
Hua Yifan, probably.
Okay, probably. Tones are. It's not important. It's about getting the consonant sounds right.
Sure, Aaron. Sure, whatever you say, dude.
Gisela Capiello.
Naz,
Gisela Capiello.
Naz, I missed the streams too. It was a busy time. I had work, I had union social gatherings that I wanted to be there for, and I fully enjoyed, but I did miss these streams. And to be honest, guys, my mental health really suffered not having that routine in my nightlife, so.
Aline says I got it right, but I guessed two things. I guessed Aline and Aline, so I don't know which one of those they got right.
Aline.
Okay. Do you know all your fans' names?
No, I just feel like Aline would be the one that is the.
Yeah, I think
she would have an accent
if it was Aline, it would have an accent over the E. June, is it important to get a stone with two sides?
It is not important This fine side is the finishing side, and to be honest, I very rarely use it. Go with the 1000. Very versatile number.
You got, Claire says you got the tones right. Hua-yi, fun.
Hua-yi.
Yeah, it's still fucking hard. Hua-yi. Oh, fuck. Now I
Yeah,
can
yeah, that's better.
Hua-yi.
Hua.
Fun. Alright, what else do we got here? I was just telling my fiance that I missed June, says Tammy Wong. I felt sort of lonely without the lives and chatting with
Me
you
too.
guys. Linda says I cried myself to sleep.
Holy shit, me too.
Erin, did you try your full whiskey or bitters yet?
Is that Nez?
Yeah, yeah. Although that would be weird if it was anybody else.
That would be really weird.
I would be freaked out if anybody else. Cause I didn't post that on Insta or anything. Yeah, Tracy says, "Good God, you guys make me feel so calm in shitty times." I don't know why. Oh my God, Claire says Erin's pronunciation is actually more accurate than June's.
Oh my god! Kill me now!
Yeah, I don't know if she. I was basically just randomly guessing the tones on that, so that shouldn't be the case. But yeah, I'll try it on camera, Nez. I'll try it right now.
Ooh, tasting!
I didn't try them at all, so I'll try them now. Everybody will get to see.
Shitty nighttime, guys.
I got rid of the pretty box. I'm gonna put that not there. That seems like you're using that space.
You can put it here, so people can see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
There. I got some Irish single malt. Some good Irish single malt. This is some hella smoked chili bitters. You guys can probably guess why I got this, for obvious reasons. That had a beautiful box that I'm gonna go fish out of the paper recycling.
That's
bin.
gross, dude.
It's just the paper recycling bin. There's nothing gross in there.
Is that enough bottle for you, Nez?
Here you go. I was attracted by this beautiful white box at Astor Wines and Spirits, the non-sponsored favorite liquor store for me in New York City. It's amazing. They're super knowledgeable there, and it's a beautiful store. If you guys ever need booze in New York, go to Astor. And this was only $25, but it's a single malt. It's a 5-year single malt.
Hey, we can get 1 bottle of whiskey, or we can get 1 bag of 8 ounces of cat food. Maybe we should just starve our cat.
Or June could eat for a month on $25.
That's not true.
Yeah. So, and I looked up the price online, and some place was selling it for like $80. So I was like, I gotta pick that up. That's a bargain right there, buddy.
Was that
that's a bargain,
Was
isn't
that a
it?
pricing mistake?
Don't you know? I don't know.
That sounds like a pricing mistake.
Well, I guess I ripped them off, but you know what? If that's the price on the label, that's the price I'll pay. It's not my fault. So yeah, let's try it.
Does anyone hate the sound of this whetstone? I really like it.
I like the sound too, though Jeff says he hates it. I always like the sound of metal on rock. I hate the sound of metal on metal, but metal on rock is nice. It's sort of like, you know, the sword and stone type thing, like King Arthur pulling the sword out of the rock and goes, shing, and that's just always, you know, so nice.
I see, Aaron.
This is relaxing. I could listen to this all day. And I'm sure you guys could listen to me ramble all night, right? Does June doesn't feel like fingernails against a chalkboard?
No.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I guess it's a similar sound, but it really doesn't bother me.
No, it doesn't have that like screechy quality to it that feels like it's slicing through your ears.
Do you have any recipes for mixed drinks? You're about to see one. You're about to see a really lazy recipe, but it's probably just a good simple recipe I should do if this is a good whiskey.
Are you gonna taste it on its own?
Yeah, I'm gonna taste it on its own first before I destroy it.
Do you have anything I can cut?
Me?
No.
Right?
No.
No, I ran out of ideas. Do you have a recipe for vodka? I don't really drink vodka because I find it boring. It's pure ethyl alcohol plus water, which is like, what's the point? Like, there's so many flavorful, tasty alcohols out there.
Hey! Where is he?
He's hitting the toy. We heard Fred come out and go on our cat toy. But it's like, you know, there's rum, there's gin, there's tequila, there's whiskey. Why are you drinking vodka? That's just literally alcohol and water. Drink something with flavor if you're gonna drink something. That's my 2 cents right there.
Fred, do you want to be on stream? I literally can't see him. He's hiding.
He hides on the other side of the cat thing and hits it. But
Noise alert. Cover your ears. I'm going to take you off the tripod. Okay, come with me. Are we going to go see Fred?
There's no way your phone's going to pick up that dark lighting.
What are you doing, Fred? What are you doing? Are you playing with the toy? What are you doing, Fred? Hi, Fred. We've got you cornered. Cornered. You shall never escape. He sat. He submits. What would you like to say to the world, Fred? What do you want the world to do to become a better place?
Why do you assume he wants the world to be a better place? What if he's evil?
I don't think he is. If he's evil, then what are we?
Oh, he's bumping me. He's bumping me old legs.
We're both gonna get ringworm.
Yes.
There you go. Scratching yourself. Spreading all those spores.
Buddy.
Ringworm spores. Is he on camera?
Yes.
Can we see him? His little nugget. Do you want to be with us, Fred? Is that why you're here? Are you bored? Do you want me to throw you a toy?
He just wants to love you.
Or does he just want more food? Yes, of course. Stand right where I need to be to sharpen my knife.
Ringworm is not important when your cat wants to give you love.
Yes, it is, guys.
Okay, Gisela, you have fun getting ringworm. He's fine. He can live a. June pets him every day, anyways, just with gloves on. You saw her pet him.
I just gave him food, guys. I came early to the stream because he kept running out by the doorway of the kitchen and preventing me from leaving it. He was basically threatening me until I fed him. So I fed him early, so I turned on the stream early. But yeah, now we're sharpening knives, Fred. So you're gonna have to deal with your hunger. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
You're standing right where I want to stand.
Yes, that is what cats do, my friend. That is what cats do.
I thought you said he wasn't evil.
He's doing the same exact thing that I like doing when I was a kid, which is like stand in between my parents and like feel cuddled and safe in between my parents. I don't really know weight classes for cats. He seems normal, but I don't know. But I don't know.
He's the Conor McGregor of cats.
Who's that?
Never mind.
Are you gonna make your drink?
Yeah. I'll taste the whisk first. Just a tiny pour to get a sip.
Wait, they cannot see you sip. There you go. Now they can see you sip.
Tell me about the nose.
Oh, you want me to tell you about the nose?
Yeah, you're the great food explainer.
First of all, let's look at the trails that it leaves, the little feetsies. Nice. Nice. It reminds me of a very bodied Scotch. Guys, I don't drink.
It's actually a very light color. This
I
is
like
one of the
it.
lightest colors
Yes,
I've seen.
it's a very gentle color. It looks like a flat champagne, a very light white wine. Very floral, a little bit vodka-ness, just kind of that alcohol evaporating off into your nose and climbing towards your eyeballs from inside your skull, that kind of feeling. Pretty clean, pretty spring-like, very like, if this were a person and it had an age, I would say it's between 29 and 35 years old. Probably
That's
a
me.
more
I'm between
feminine
29 and 35.
individual, if not a woman, then a very feminine individual.
That's
who
me.
enjoys. They like to wear a silk camisole in the summer and
I don't even know what that is.
a light wool jacket in the autumn. Cardigan's a little bit too old school for them, but sexy black dress is a little too cliche modern for them. So you go figure who they are. I don't like whiskeys.
All right, that all falls off a cliff once you taste it.
It's nice. It's very interesting. There's like 4 layers of notes that hit you. There's that kind of smell of slight plasticky gasoline that first hits your upper palate. And then it goes into this slide of alcoholic Scotch punch and a slightly deeper flavor that rolled away way too fast before I got a taste. And then it rolls off into gin territory. Kind of that like woodlandsy, herbally, floraliness with like a little rabbit hair running around, bouncing about on the grass. And then it floats off into like fruity soap. Like if your hippie art teacher made soap at home but also sold it for $30 a bar. That's what it tastes like.
There you have it, folks. I hope somebody was writing that down. I hope Pierce Irish Whiskey Company wrote that down so they can put that on their bottles. Whatever Jean just said.
I guess it's fine. It's very multifaceted and layered, but it is still not my drink, guys. I still like my Baileys. If it doesn't have sugar and if it doesn't have fat, I don't want it.
Somebody in chat has a gray badge on their name with a check mark. Does that mean they're verified?
I don't know.
Who's Whitney Avalon? Is she famous? Do we know
Is
her?
that one of our mods?
No, it's the mods show up blue.
Oh.
If there's a celeb in chat, hello, Whitney Avalon. I don't know if you're a celeb. I just think you're verified.
Are you playing for the clout, Aaron?
Yeah, I'm all about the clout.
We're not about the clout.
I don't know who this person is, but I'm now going to tell everybody I'm friends with Whitney Avalon. That's right.
Whitney Avalon.
Yeah. I'm also friends with Delish famous chef Jun Xie.
I'm not a chef.
Delish cook Jun Xie.
Thank you.
June from the Delish Test Kitchen.
I don't know if those are set. I just made those at like 8.
They'll do.
Does he want one? Can you put one in his water bowl?
An ice cube?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, this is starting to feel sharp.
Fredo, ice cube. Ice cube. Oh. That was a crunchy knee. That's what happens when you get in your 30s, folks. You stand up and it's just a lot of crunches.
What should we cut with this knife to test its sharpness, guys? I like having you here, Aaron.
Nice. Aaron can test the knives on his arm hair.
Yeah, I don't like doing that, guys. It's just not cool. I don't know, it just seems freaky. The first time a cook did that to like show off how sharp his knife was to me. Oh, and then there was another one who like kind of made a little scant slice on his nail. I was like, bro, you don't need to do that. I trust you that your knife is sharp, and I'm not going to do that to my arm hair or my nail. So like, thank you, but no thank you.
Cut a snack for Nez. Oh, yeah. Here we go, doing a bit of a pour. You're about to see the laziest cocktail recipe in the world, but you know
But
what?
are you not going to taste the bitters on its own?
Nobody tastes bitters on their own.
Can I taste a little bitter on its own?
All right, be a madman. I'll get
Can
you
you
this
give me my, not a spoon. I don't want to taste out of metal.
Okay.
I want a little of this. Do I have to pour it myself?
I can pour. This mad woman is about to literally drink bitters.
Why not?
Absolute mad lad.
Fred is not watching intently. Fred don't care. Fred is just licking his paw.
I don't know how much to shake on here. What does it say? I should have read the instructions before doing it. Whatever. We don't do measurements here.
This smells like.
Here, compare it to the Angostura or whatever the hell that's called.
This smells like Grandma is making a Molotov cocktail in her basement cellar.
This is like the most commonly used bitters, I think.
This smells like a grandma who's ready for war.
How's it compare to that?
This one smells way better.
Yeah.
This-
I've always loved the smell of this. This actually reminds me of Worcestershire sauce. Am I crazy, or is this supposed to actually smell like Worcestershire sauce? I've always thought that about this.
Grandma. My God. Oh. You know what this smells like? This smells like Lapsang Souchong. If you ever had that super smoky tea.
Well, it's smoked. All right, here I go with my shake of bitters in it. Cheers. Yeah, that's a party now. This is a real party without it.
Oh my God. What is that?
Well, nobody drinks bitters straight, June. I told you that. Nobody does that.
Why is it spicy?
What do you mean? Read the name.
Holy shit.
What do you mean, why is it spicy? Read it, everybody.
I thought it was cherry.
Cherry? Why would I have bought that? I like cherries, but do you know what? I have so many questions for you, June. I have so many questions. I showed you the bottle. I literally said, I'm going to ask her to get the smoked chili bitters. I came home with it. I showed it to you. Oh man, you're funny.
Grandma really did make a Molotov cocktail in her basement cellar. This is exactly what a Molotov cocktail would taste like if Grandma bottled it up and sold it. Grandma, you wild child. It smells like burning buildings too. A little bit of car tire, you know. Fuck the police.
Aaron, you are wrong for that. What did I do? I didn't trick her. I warned her, if anything, not to do it.
Guys, this smells like revolution, and it tastes
It's really
like
good.
burning change.
I honestly love it with my whiskey because this isn't really peated. I don't think so, or if it is, it's pretty mild. So there's not much of a smoky flavor.
Woo, that's
So-
spicy.
So this is basically just turning it into like a peated Scotch plus some heat.
Ooh, guys, it's non-GMO certified.
I have a whole rant about GMO food actually being okay, and there's no scientific evidence to show that GMO food has any negative health effects. And
Ooh, guys, check it.
whatever. It's best
Fred
not
is-
to do that.
Fred is licking his butthole.
Let's watch Fred lick his butthole instead of listening to Aaron rant about people's unfounded fears in GMO
Well, we can
food.
do both. We can do both. All right. Aaron decided to shut off the butthole show.
Well, he's not doing it anymore.
Guys, I just want to say I find sharpening knives so beautiful because you get like the runoffs of the steel meeting the whetstone, and you get these like beautiful grit patterns on the stone, and every time it's a little different, and it feels nice. It feels like everything life should be.
It's beautiful. Looks like art.
It is art.
Can art only be intentional?
Art is in the eyes of the beholder.
Very original take there, Jane. Nobody's ever said that.
Not everything is original. You think there hasn't been Aaron Taylors before?
I didn't pick my name though. If I picked my name, I would have picked something.
Oh, I'm not talking about your name. I'm
Okay.
talking about you. There's probably
You mean
at least
people-
50 of you.
You mean people who have behaved like me, have my personality? So to
Parallel
say.
universes, maybe?
Well, we already know June has a doppelganger.
I do.
I don't know
Maybe
if we
maybe
should-
more.
I don't know if we should tell that story because then that just might be inviting more chaos into the universe.
I love it. Add all the chaos to the universe.
How much is your electric bill? That's a weird question.
60 to 90?
Travels with Blind Cane says, the sound of that knife against that stone is incredibly nice. Yeah,
glad you
lots
like
of people
it.
like it.
Are there any controversial hot topic questions?
Well, I already brought up GMO.
Guys, where are the spicy questions to meet the spicy bitters we just drank?
Yeah. Ask us about abortion, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, gun rights. Definitely ask us about that.
I wasn't thinking politics. I was just thinking anything. But okay,
okay.
sure, Aaron. Whatever you want to answer.
What other stuff is controversial? Ask us about Lola Bunny.
Who?
Definitely. You know the whole thing with Space Jam where they changed Lola Bunny to be less hot in the new Space Jam remake?
No, I don't know that.
You clearly don't have a Instagram meme account addiction like I do.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Pepe Le Pew, that's a new one. Let's talk about anarchy in the UK. Dude, I wish. That's what the UK needs is just a buttload of anarchy right now. What's your shirt from, June?
Oh, this shirt is the shirt of. Is his name? Can you see his name?
Onion?
Chase.
Chase Onion.
No. Hold on. Chase Underwood Seglier.
Chase Seglier, yeah.
I love his album Onion. It has the shittiest album art ever, but I love the songs on there.
Naz is chiming in with the word boobies.
Boobies?
Boobies!
Onion titties? Alright, Nez. I see where you're at. Yes, it is the one from Fingers and Lips. think my knife is sharp enough. Raw onions, pro, but better
Yeah.
pickled.
I love them on burgers. I like raw onions in a lot of different stuff. I like really small diced raw onions so that they're basically used like a seasoning,
Like the
topping.
type that goes on the best diner grub burgers.
Yeah.
Aaron, give me something to slice, dude.
I suggested me, you turned it down, and I suggested Fred, you turned that down too, so I don't know.
Do you want to eat any mozzarella cheese tonight?
I already ate mozzarella cheese today. I ate a
Oh,
lot.
God.
You can slice it for us to eat later though. YouTube blocks comments that are considered offensive. Like what? What have you tried saying, David? Or Don, sorry. Have you had Texas sweet onion that are so sweet you can eat like apples?
Is that Vidalia onions?
I have heard the phrase sweet onion. Like it's sold in stores sometimes. I see that in the shelves like sweet onion. But I don't know what that means. I don't know if they're literally sweet.
Aaron likes to wear socks to keep his feetsies warm in
Yeah.
bed. I go back and forth. Sometimes when it's really cold in the room, I will wear it, but the feeling of socks on my feet sometimes wakes me up. I don't know why.
It's great, Nez. Yeah, I thought I really liked it. It's a good combo because it adds an extra layer of smokiness to the scotch that it doesn't really have. I recommend it. But that's usually my cocktail of choice when I'm just home. Is I'll do whiskey, 1 ice cube, and a shake of bitters, whatever bitters I have.
Mom, if you're watching, hi, Mom. Happy Friday.
I do wear socks in bed because my.
I just answered for you.
I know my doobly-doos. What are the things called your hands and feet? Extremities.
Digits. Your digits.
I'm gonna go with extremities. Digits are fingers, I think,
All right.
and toes. My extremities get very cold, so I guess I should wear gloves too. You know, these hands don't maintain themselves. Have you had the Java food recently? Yes, I had it on Tuesday. I think I did post it on Stories.
This week has been wild. I didn't post it. It's just I was such a bitch this whole week because there between the noise and work and stuff, I've just been so tired. So I haven't been the best this week.
Vidalia aren't as sweet. Try to find sweet Texas 1015 onions.
Whoa.
What is a 1015 onion?
When they go in with numbers,
Yeah.
you know they're serious.
That's how like those apples. Have you guys ever had those apples that are like
Cornell experiments?
experimental number 623 or whatever? That's how you know you're in real foodie land. I don't think many people boil their New York City tap before drinking. I
No.
think it's really common in New York to just drink the tap water.
I do have a lot of friends who will put it through a filter, but we tried a filter, and then I was like, man, I don't know. It's a lot of plastic that I'm throwing away with every filter. Forget it.
I don't know what I'm drinking, but honestly, the tap water here tastes great. I have no complaints with New York City tap water.
Unionization, Yoshi, it's going. The bargaining committee is trying really hard to push on all of our pillars that we unionize on, which is diversity and inclusion, editorial standards, transparency in the culture, and just like pay transparency and job leveling and all of that. And we basically handed them a proposal that was somewhere between like 29 or 33 pages, and they redlined most of it, including our formative pillars. So we ended up basically on our second session with nothing of importance, and that was pretty sad. So we're hoping the next session will be productive, but corporations be corporations.
Nez, are you drunk?
Sounds like it.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite pizza place? There are 3 basic facts you should know about me. You're probably asking June. This is June's channel, but I'm going to answer all the questions anyways. I love Chili's. My favorite restaurant in New York is Fayo. And my favorite pizza in the world is Prince Street Pizza, but I'm not allowed to say that anymore because they've been canceled.
Whatever.
June's favorite pizza is...
The last time I had pizza, I really wanted Joe and Pat's. They started in Staten Island. Very thin crust pizza. So good that I burned the roof of my mouth off. It was like a really bad 3rd-degree burn that took a week and a half to heal. Still delicious. Still will go back. I've forgotten what it tastes like because I have not eaten out except at Fa Yule for like 2 times since the pandemic started. So that's been sad. I also like Prince Street, but I also like L&B Spumoni Gardens. Way out in Brooklyn. Really nice, fluffy, luxurious, bready Sicilian slice, run probably by families of the mob.
I don't know if you should say that on the street. We take it back. They got nothing to do with the mob. There's no mob. I mean, if you guys don't like that,
guys, this has been reported, okay? It is in news articles.
Yeah. So. The mob, good fellas over there at the mob, no problems with you.
You're gonna step on him. He's literally right behind you.
I won't, June, if you're worried about stepping on a cat, you've got to get used to that is a thing that's just gonna happen a lot, having cats. Any specific toppings you prefer on your pizzas? I mean, my favorite is a classic pepperoni. That's all I also love anchovy, but normally when I go to a new pizza place, I'll just order the cheese and pepperoni slice, because that's like the baseline by which I judge all others. But I'm not one of these purists who like hates people who put pineapple on pizza. If you like it, just go for it. And I enjoy it sometimes too.
Justin, depending on how often you sharpen your knife, sometimes it's just maintenance, but sometimes if you've gone for months without sharpening your knife, it might take a while. If you're working with a cheap-ass knife that never had a good edge to begin with, it might even take like half an hour or even more. Right now, I'm just hanging out with you guys, so I can just keep sharpening this blade down. As you can see, this blade is super fat. Combined with my more expensive knife, you can see that it is at least twice the thickness of it. So right now I'm just taking this opportunity to try to whittle down this blade on both sides so that I'm ending up with a thinner cutting edge that will make more precision cuts available in its future, but it don't matter. You just gotta test to see if things are slicing well. Guac on pizza.
I've never seen that before.
I made that on one of my budget eats, but it wasn't pizza.
I've seen it before and I loved it, I'm sure.
Neither of us liked it, okay? Don't worry about it, man.
I found your, NMMM says, I found your personal channel and you're doing live. Love both of you. The two of you complement each other. Lots of love from NZ.
New Zealand.
Or, I was trying to think of another place to get NZ intentionally wrong.
Please send me an alpaca in the mail. Thank you.
North Dakota. Yeah, that's the one. Nice. It's North Dakota.
Jacqueline, I have not had an apple today. Should I have one? I still have my Arkansas Black that I didn't eat on the last live. Vitamin D reminder. I believe Aaron already fed it to me.
Yeah, we did that today. Thank you, though. We apparently... The one thing that actually helps prevent COVID, and don't take medical advice from me, but it seems like that actually does boost your immune system a little bit, so it can make COVID a little less serious. I have no idea if that's true. I just read the headlines. I don't even read the articles. I feel like I get the information I need from the headlines, you know. And sometimes, if there's information I want, I don't even read articles or headlines. I just make up the news articles in my head, and then those just become true.
That's what most of the world is.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself. Anything can be possible.
Will what you want into existence. You're just gonna be the next Oprah.
I'm gonna be the next Oprah?
Yeah.
On what? On what platform?
I don't know.
On what network?
June Network.
I giving out to people? Like bruised apples?
Yeah, you literally do that. If you guys come live in New York City and become friends with June, like know her IRL, or even just, follow her Insta and say you live in New York, she will constantly give you extra food that she has in the house. Peanut butter, like just tons of stuff that she's making for, her videos that she can't finish. She does giveaways all the time. Can you do an apartment tour? There wouldn't be much to tour. It's just a studio apartment plus a
Guys,
kitchen.
you saw our kitchen. You saw our hallway where the bookshelf was, where, our little guy was playing and batting at his toy. You saw the bedroom / living room / cat room on our last live when I was feeding Fred. You haven't seen the bathroom yet, I guess?
Yeah, and you can't see the bedroom now. I have my dildo collection out. Just rows upon rows upon rows of dildos right now. I've got to put those away before I show you guys there.
You've been hiding this collection from me? This feels pretty nice. Pretty nice. Excuse me.
They are all bad dragons, Alicia, you're right.
Who are all
I bet June doesn't even know what bad dragon is.
No.
List of things June doesn't know. Conor McGregor, bad dragon. What else? What can you add to the list? You'll make friends with people in your apartment building. Oh boy.
Nope.
That's a question.
Nope. I remember the first week we were in this apartment building, we had a auto lock flipped on our door, and I closed the door to take out the trash, and I literally locked myself out without a phone, without a wallet, without a key, and Aaron had already left the house. That was the most panicked 2 hours of my life. I basically had to knock on every door asking people, hey, can you let me go through your fire escape so that I can climb into my apartment? And I'm just like, I'm an Asian girl, okay? I was like wearing my, I don't know, yellow Henley shirt and black sweatpants. And nobody would allow me to do so, and most people didn't even answer their door. And finally, our neighbor from down the hall lent me her phone to call Aaron, and Aaron had to come all the way back from Manhattan just to let me back in the house. And it was, yep, didn't start off on the right foot.
I wonder if YouTube will monetize this video now that I've said words like dildos, the Israeli-Palestinian
I don't think
conflict.
we care for YouTube's, $3.21.
Yeah. That's about how much June would make off this video if it got monetized. It's about
our
$3.
boy left.
Yeah, Fred left.
Ooh, Aaron, I'm gonna eat your chicken gizzards.
Okay. I did bring up the knob too, I did say.
Guys, I ate some of Aaron's chicken gizzards that he made on our last stream. It's delicious. Here is our Arkansas Black. Why is the lighting so... There we go.
Are you eating that with the gizzards?
Why is this so red? What is happening?
White balance is off?
Yeah, except I have no control over white balance. Arkansas Black.
Can't you do the thing where you put like a white paper in front of it for a second?
Does that work?
I don't know, I've just seen photographers do it.
Yeah, that's how you set your camera sensors, but this is a live feed.
YouTube censors skinny dipping. That's funny. What is this, the 50s? Who skinny dips? Is that still a thing?
This apple smells like a vegetable. It's amazing. I love it so much. Okay.
Are you gonna pour your gizzard sauce all over?
Ooh, Jacqueline, that sounds amazing. All right, here's our newly sharpened cheap knife. I mean, an apple isn't a great thing to test on because it's already crunchy and crispy, and it doesn't even matter if you have a shitty knife, but whatever. Do you want some of this Arkansas?
I'll have just one slice. preferably coreless slice. You know, I'm a wee little baby.
Yes, I know.
Can't handle my cores.
There you go.
Please no cores, sir. Very firm. Very crisp.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I forgot to do that crunch up close to the camera. You gotta give them a real up close crunch, because this is one of the crunchiest apples I've seen.
Juicy too.
Mm-hmm. Tahini on apples. I think I've done it a couple times, but for some reason it just doesn't appeal to me. Have you seen my Aaron week? I've done tahini on cherries. Tahini on apples, I don't know. It just doesn't feel right.
Would you like more off?
No thanks.
Oxtail used to be an offcut, but now it's become bougie-fied and it's like $13 a pound. It's mostly bone. I'm not sure if I would buy it, to be honest, for myself.
Is oxtail really an expensive meat now? Wow.
It's like 12 or 13 a pound.
I guess that makes sense. They all only got one tail each, and there's not much meat to it, so that's a specialty thing.
My favorite fruit is the apple because there's so many apples.
I think there's so many of lots of different fruits, you just aren't aware of them. I bet there's tons of different kinds of oranges, different cultivars and stuff like that. There's different kinds of pears.
True. But apples, they just look beautiful, they smell beautiful, they all taste different. It just feels like a never-ending medley of delicious treasures and adventures.
Alicia
I love
says
mangoes too.
Oxtail is the new lobster. Yeah. Well, I guess it's on trend now.
Oh no, this is the garlic board.
Garlic apples! Can you make a food dirty like Cardi did mac and cheese? That's a reference I won't understand as a Cardi B reference. Did she do something with mac and cheese?
Yeah, what did she do with mac and cheese?
Are you all creaming now that both of them are eating apples at the same time?
NSFW.
What? What? I don't even know what to say about that.
We are flabbergasted.
It's in the WAP song. Is it called WAP or WAP? What do people say?
WAP.
It's WAP?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I only listen to music from the 1970s.
Macaroni and a pot.
Did you finish your knife project?
I guess so.
Cut something for the people. Let's find something.
The apple.
Oh, right, you did that. I thought you just wanted to eat an apple. I wasn't paying attention. Aaron, get a mullet. No, nobody wants to see that. Oh, macaroni in a pot. That's a... Yeah, okay. I remember that line. I did bother to watch the video once, and I remember that line. That makes sense.
Shall we slice a carrot?
Yeah,
Can you wash this for me?
okay.
Thank you.
If people are gonna cream on something, it's gonna be this. It's gonna be me washing a carrot. Because I don't know any other way to do it than what you're seeing right now. So everybody start your creaming.
What do you want, the wood end first or the silicone end first? That's what she
Are we
said.
done? Why didn't you hold it? Live TV, folks.
That's really low.
You held that as loose.
Anyway, we all need a little bit of chaos in the piece, right? That's how the world functions. I'm gonna go back to eating my apple. It's not a great knife, guys, but it is sharper.
Compare it with the other one you sharpened.
So, not bad. It's pretty thin. No, a little bit of.
But is it translucent?
It's not gonna be that translucent. You want me to compare it with my expensive knife?
Yeah, did you sharpen that too tonight or just the Winco?
Yeah, I sharpened my other one.
Yeah, let's compare.
Okay.
See if people can get by with a, how much was this, $8?
6 maybe.
6, wow. You guys really don't need expensive tools. I've been using this knife for cooking almost every day for like, I don't know, 2 years now.
It's nice to be able to treat yourself though. So this is all cut with the Winco. Obviously my knife skills leave something to be desired, but slices are getting pretty thin if I'm good at cutting it, you know. They're like flippy floppy, skinny. And then with this knife, why is that board so garlicky? Jeez.
You always taste garlic on that board. It sounds smoother right off the bat. Oh yeah, that does look thinner. Ooh, that's paper carrot right there.
It's almost like peeler.
Mm-hmm.
Peeler carrot. Delicious cat.
That's pretty translucent on. I don't think it's showing up on camera, but it's actually
Excuse me.
pretty translucent on the top. But, you know, as I was saying, if you're just cooking at home for yourself, we're not going for a Michelin 3-star. Any old knife will do. The important thing is just, you know, getting in the kitchen, whipping something up, watching June's Budget Eats to get inspired, or her other work, and then just going crazy, man. Just throwing shit in the pot. See what sticks. Hopefully it doesn't stick, I guess.
Yep. I mean, I can't really tell. I mean, I guess I can. One of them looks a little bit thicker, right? One of them looks a little bit more orange, and it's not just the lighting. Can you guys tell which one's which? This one is the one with the expensive knife.
Good night, Nez.
Bye, Nez. That's it, guys. I don't have any more content for you except eating a carrot and an apple. But you're welcome to stay and ask me questions or to drop off and have a great night or day. And thanks for tuning in and joining me once again and doing absolutely nothing.
You're at almost an hour and a half, June.
I know, long life.
All of your lives are long. No, some people stream for, have you seen those or heard about those people that stream for 24 hours?
No, but
Their
I like,
entire,
I could be one of
entire
them.
life. Even they just have a camera on them when they're sleeping. I think one of the big Twitch guys, Ludwig, is doing it right now. What's your favorite chip, June?
I've never had a cleaver. I've always wanted one. My favorite chip?
Is it still Zaps?
No,
Oh, mine is Zaps.
never Zaps.
Oh, well, what is then? Thought you loved Zaps. Never mind. I don't know you at all.
I have several. I really, really, really like Garden Salsa Sun Chips. I also really, really, really love that cheddar sour cream Ruffles. I also really love, this is gonna be a weird one, cheddar baked Lay's. The baked thing gives me that instant mashed potato feel and I love it. I also like sour cream Ruffles. I like anything Ruffles. I grew up with those like dollar bags of Wise Ridgies that are sour cream. I also like, what is that brand that makes the ketchup Ridges chips? Is it Hertz? Is that a chip brand?
I think that's a rental car company.
Yeah, I think so too. I thought it started with an H. Bye travels with Blancane. Is it Utz? I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe Utz and Heinz. Heinz? Do they make chips?
They make
Hers.
ketchup?
No, that's it. Rebecca's right. Hers.
Hers.
Favorite
I don't know
Union
hers.
song? I don't know any Union songs.
What's Union?
I don't know.
We're now in the chip portion of the stream. What do you say, June?
What?
Should we bid the people good night? Or just have a chip conversation? Forever. Miss Vicky's Honey Dijon? That's good. I'm gonna stick to Zaps. It's the best. I love Zaps. Everybody should try it.
Do you want a dildo?
I have my bad dragons out there. I don't need this. Yeah, salt and vinegar. Hell yeah, salt and vinegar. I ate way too much salt and vinegar chips as a kid. I'm probably composed of still like 50% salt and vinegar chips based on how much I ate as a kid. Literally what I'm made of. I get bad taste, so. I don't know Old Dutch. You heard of Old Dutch? No. Yeah, you guys are stumping us, asking us about things like Union, Old Dutch.
Calpico, yes, we've had those chips. I wish they weren't like the Lay's texture.
You need a new hair color. Thank you for the unsolicited advice, Beverly.
I mean, guys, I'm too lazy to put color in my hair, you know? Minimal effort these days.
If anybody else would like to comment about June's appearance, say so now.
Are you tired?
I'm fine.
How's your drink?
I finished it.
Can you help me rinse my stone?
Yes, of course.
Thank you, servant.
Get the grit off.
Yes, please. That Walgreens manager, I wonder if anyone loves him in his private life. Voodoo chips. Is that your favorite too from Zach?
Yeah, the Zapp's Voodoo Heat specifically. But I like all of their stuff. Shrimp chips, hell yeah. I honestly wish shrimp chips would lean into the shrimping flavor more. I've eaten them and I've always thought they were kind of too mild.
They smell more shrimpy than they taste.
Yeah.
Pink, lavender, or green? I would definitely go pink. I think lavender is too like middle school. And green kind of starts looking like vomit. No go.
Salted egg, fish skin chips. Absolutely, yes, hell yeah.
Sarah, be careful what you wish for. I don't think you can stand 24-hour June. Just ask Aaron.
I don't have 24-hour June because I'm mercifully asleep for some portion of that.
Aaron loves chicharrones, like pork rinds.
Mainly as long as they're like spiced. I don't like the plain ones. Alright, unless anybody else has hot takes. Hit us with your hot takes in chat.
Yeah, where are the hard questions? Like, I want some really soul-seeking questions. Are you guys scared to ask me stuff?
What's your favorite chip? Isn't really a hot seat question now, is it? Let's delve deep into June's tortured
Aaron,
soul.
do you sing "Hey June" to June?
I have, but I'm a bad singer, so I don't torture her with that often.
Why am I not Jewish? What is the best breakup food?
Did somebody ask why are you not Jewish?
I don't know what the best breakup food is.
I don't know.
I would say pretzels dipped in peanut butter, followed by a swig of really nice Ronnie Brick chocolate milk, and followed by some coffee ice cream with a little bit of candied nuts crushed on top.
How do you handle a parent who is racist? Could they be referring to a parent in particular there, June? Could you think of anyone they might be referring to? I don't know how much you've talked about
It
that
depends on
parent
what kind of racist they are. If they're the nice kind of racist where they just have stereotypes in their heads, I don't know if you feel emotionally capable of having a discussion with them. I do think over time having the same conversation over and over again and then kind of supplying them with new news and updates about those situations do help. But if you just have a parent who is flat out toxic and absolutely malevolent, oh my god, how do you say that word?
Malevolent?
I can't say that word. If there is a hardcore racist parent in your life, for my mental health, I feel like I might just step away. I don't feel strong enough to tackle those on my own. We are not each other's first love, I don't think. Aaron claims he has loved other people, and I feel like I still don't quite know what love is, but we are certainly each other's first real long relationship. Why did you have a tough week mentally? There's been a lot of noise, construction noise. It really wears down. There's a lot going on at work. I had a lot of feelings of anxiety about Fred, his ringworm, his patchy skin, and whether or not we're doing something right, something wrong. Why cat food is so expensive. I think all these little things just kind of pile up, and then me trying to film videos at home while the noise is all going on is very difficult and taxing. I feel like a lot of questions came through and I didn't catch them.
We are never having kids. Not human kids. In either of our lifetimes.
I feel like I wouldn't be opposed if I were really rich one day to adopting.
Adopting is a hard maybe. But only if I'm, like June said, have resources. Mm-hmm. But definitely no biological.
Health standards in restaurants. Most of the restaurants I've worked in are great. Obviously not the case in every place. It really depends. I am considering making my own cat food, but I think I need to look into supplements and also...
It seems complicated, honestly. If you Google make your own cat food, it's like intimidating how complicated people make it.
I also don't want to feed Fred raw stuff because I can't afford the good shit, so I don't want to risk like salmonella or just like really gross, you know, conventional meat industry meat. It just feels wrong. So, and also if I'm already spending a lot of money on raw meat to then make food into him, it might just be more cost-wise friendly for me to buy the food that's ready-made for cats with supplements added anyway. I love mung bean. Yes, mung bean all the time. Do you have over-ear headphones? Yes, I've had. But I can't wear them when I'm recording, and that's the problematic part, is how do I record with all the noise around me. You can get money off if you have it auto ship from Chewy. Yeah.
It's like 5%.
How is raw dog food? So you don't believe in love, June? I mean, I don't know what love is. There are different kinds of love. There's crushes, there's infatuations, there's one-sided love, and then there's mutual love or mutual infatuation, and then that kind of grows into familial love, and then it grows into companionship. So like Aaron and I have gone through many different stages and kinds of love and friendship. So I think the way that society thinks about love is very coverall, and it's not comprehensive at all. So yeah.
June uses GH5 Panasonic.
Yeah, that's new. Delish bought that because it belongs to Delish. It does not belong to me, because I was using my Canon DSLR, which has video capability but is not supposed to film video, for a whole year, and then it kind of broke because I crashed it twice, because you trip over yourself in a small kitchen and then your lens gets fucked up and then it can't autofocus anymore, and everything's sad. Did I miss any questions? Feel free to re-ask. Where did you grow up? I grew up in Beijing and then in Tokyo, and then I moved to the US when I was 7.5. What emotion do Aaron and I have? Sometimes just mostly annoyance and toleration of each other.
Hold up, you have emotions? What are those like? Do you like your in-laws? June doesn't have in-laws. Favorite restaurant in Tokyo? Oh boy, do we have an answer for that, actually.
What was it?
Yakiton Saitama.
Yakiton Saitama. I like living in New York City now. I didn't 6 or 7 years ago when I tried my best to get out of here, and then I couldn't. Yes. My parents are divorced. I don't speak to my dad often. I speak to my mom mostly on a weekly basis. I email her pretty daily. My favorite grocery store in New York City? I don't think I have a favorite grocery store. They're all nice for different reasons.
Wegmans.
You don't like the New York City one.
Right, it's too small. But I'm morally obliged to say Wegmans.
I do not have siblings. One child policy in China. It's debatable about going back to the Delish Kitchen. We're not sure. Favorite mushrooms is shiitake. Affordable, accessible, delicious.
Have you ever tripped?
What kind of trip?
Yeah.
I really like glutinous brown rice.
There's actually 3 ways to interpret that tripped. Like going on a vacation, falling on something, or on drugs. So clarify. Clarify yourself.
Have I experienced Asian hate? I mean, in small ways, yes. Nobody's ever called me like a fucking chink or like tried to bash me to death.
Okay, now we're demonetized.
But I did get a lot of ching chong calls in middle school. Growing up with like the Asian minority kind of like model minority thing, I feel like has probably affected me in ways I haven't even comprehended yet. I mean, the most recent experiences I've had was, you know how they have some streets closed off in New York City so that pedestrians can walk in the time of COVID without crowding? And they blocked off one of those streets, and I didn't see on the little bar that they had down the street that you are still allowed to have car traffic at 5 miles per hour. And I saw this car turning into one of those pedestrian streets, and I was like, no dude, you can't come down here, no traffic. And he's like, I can. do you even read English? And I was like, obviously, dude, I'm speaking to you in English. Of course I read English. But, you know, it was my bad for calling him out on something that wasn't actually in place as a policy. But also, he didn't really need to ask me if I spoke English or read English, you know? So, little bits of racism like that. Pretty prevalent, and they really catch you unaware at times, because I live in New York City, so I'm like, oh, everybody's used to it being diverse and all, but sometimes, nah, Sarah, there's no, the dirt bags are everywhere, and what's the point?
Some of them were even in the White House, am I right, fellas?
Can I have my spork so I can eat some chicken gizzards?
Yes.
Did you really like that Paris Hilton video? No. I had to play it up for Delish. I didn't even want to film that video. There's a lot of videos I didn't want to film, guys. I just had to do it because I was told to do it because it was my job. So I had to play it up for the camera. I really don't know what some of the point of the videos that I film is. Media. What a fun world. You just have to sell your soul sometimes, and then you decide it's not worth it, and then you stop selling your soul, and you try to redeem yourself as best as you can. It's never too late to turn back, but if you need the money and you want to survive, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah? How much is she paying me to have dinner? I would have dinner with her if you didn't pay me. That would be an experience.
Yeah, she kind of actually seems cool. I have, as far as celebrities go, I have no issues with Paris Hilton.
Delish, to my experience, is not at all like what I heard of Bon Appetit, especially if you've listened to the first 2 episodes of that Reply All series. Shit sounds weird over there. I feel like we're a much smaller team with, I wouldn't say no hierarchy, but not that kind of hierarchy. And it's really not like that, thankfully. And, you know, there are reasons for why we are unionizing, but on the Delish team, I can't speak for all of the brands at Hearst, at least. It does not seem like that kind of racist toxicity. So. Yeah, the series was canceled because the 2 people who were leading the podcast were basically trying to dampen the unionization efforts at Reply All and at Gimlet. But I'm really, really sad for the people at BA who did the interviews and gave so much of themselves. Yeah, there was a ton of work that went into that reporting. And they just trashed the work. Mm-hmm.
It seems weird.
I haven't cooked for Tess, but when we used to be in the Hearst Tower. Hi, Cass. Oh no, you're in the hospital again? When we were in the Hearst Tower, I used to bring everything down to the editorial floor, and everybody would just munch on it, and it was delightful. And now I just munch on it and feel sad. Kath, are you okay? Everybody wants to know if you're okay. What's wrong? Train for a month in one style of food.
Like in the dojo for that country's food. Just in a monastery retreat somewhere, just learning the art of that food. Where would you go?
Where would you go?
I go places to travel, not to learn things, how to cook.
But what cuisine fascinates you?
I mean, my favorite cuisines, but I don't know. If there's something I want to cook, I'll just Google it and learn how to do it myself. I don't want to delve that deeply into, food as a passion for cooking.
What culture is known for using every single part of the product, head to tail kind of thing? I feel are there Native American cultures that I could learn from? Because that would be super fucking cool, man.
Will the whole Spleenies community do a live Zoom? That's a lot of people. Yeah. There's 164 watching right
Who
now.
has a pro account? Because I don't.
Can you get 170 people on a single Zoom call?
I don't know.
Imagine what that would sound like too. What does that even sound? That would be Discord. You'd have to do it in Discord, I think. People say Inuit people do that sort of thing. Indigenous cultures. I don't know if that's true. I'm just reading the comments.
Aaron is he, him. I'm she, her. I will also respond to anything. To me, I respect the whole movement about people's pronouns because it opens up normalization of your gender no matter what you identify as, but also I'm just like, death to gender, who the fuck gives a shit? Just call me whatever. But I realize that's a privileged position, so on and so forth. Everything is entangled. But I've reached the point where I'm like, when I used to have short hair, I used to be called sir, and the first time that happened, I was like shocked and also kind of offended, but then I was like, that's fine, that's funny, this is great. I could have a whole new identity by changing my hairstyle, and you can like gender me whichever way you want. That shows exactly how empty and meaningless gender is, that somebody will look at your hair and be confused about who you are. And I'm like, fine, I'll just live in that confusion. But I respect people who like to uphold other people's pronouns. But yeah, she, her is fine.
You DM'd me on Insta chili sauce. I'll check it out. I'm gonna pull that up right now. It better not be like a dick pic or something. Or maybe.
Aaron doesn't eat that blueberry stuff. Nope.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, here's the DM.
What's the DM say?
I won't show your name or anything. I'll just show the picture you sent because there's no identifying information there. It's Lao Gan Ma with a dog. And yes, I've had Lao Gan Ma
Cute doggy.
a million times. Lao Gan Ma is the classic chili dip
Bye, Rena.
in China. I've eaten it more than maybe any other hot sauce except maybe Frank's or Tabasco. Yeah.
Is there any food I don't like? Still trying to wrap my head around bitter melon. Licorice is weird. I find it, maybe there's bitter melon in there, but I find a lot of like achar, like Indian pickles, really not my thing. It's like slightly bitter, slightly sour, slightly spicy, and there's like no sweetness in there, and I'm just like, it tastes a little bit like Chinese medication to me, which my mom force-fed me, so it's like a little bit traumatizing for me. Ooh, indigenous cooking shows in Canada. I don't like the taste of ginseng. Do you ever see yourself getting tired of these lives? No, I'm hanging out here because I have nothing else to do, and I need a social life, and I also need something to structure my life around a little bit more besides work, because work is slowly killing us all. So, does Aaron eat hot Cheetos or Taki? He loves Taki.
Takis big time. I don't really do hot Cheetos. Maybe I should.
Yes, I did finish the gizzards because it is freaking delicious protein. Yeah, my mom's always like, if I blanch it a little bit and add a little bit of sugar, it's not bitter. I'm like, Mom, it still tastes like not good. So, my mom is funny. She thought by feeding me Chinese medication, she would like cure my lack of appetite. When I was a kid, I was like super underweight, and she was like, this will help you. And I was like, how does feeding me a black potion that tastes a little bit like death help me become hungry? Sushi mukbang, yes. Somebody send me sushi. I'll do a mukbang. Takis in a taco, really? What are the challenge videos you're referring to, Rosie? Do you want the last gizzard?
No thanks. Like, chili challenge or like maybe food quantity challenge, like eating tons of stuff. I don't really see that as something June would be down with, but maybe I'm wrong.
You know what tastes like vomit to me sometimes? Squeezed lemon juice. It smells like vomit. I don't think you should be sending sushi. No, that was a joke.
Sushi by mail.
Yes, this is very cold, Jacquelina. Very, very refrigerated.
Double spicy Korean noodle challenge. There's also the hot chip challenge, like the one chip challenge that I've heard of, but that would kill you if she did that. She would turn into.
You think so?
I mean, it would kill your skin.
What do I do with this broth?
Drink it.
Chips. My studio. I think we measured it when we were trying to apartment hunt. I think it's a little under 500 square
It's
feet.
483, I think, something like that.
I want to eat something with the chips. Not the chips, with the stock. Are you hungry, Aaron?
Mildly, but I'm fine for now.
Alright, guys. Final questions. Hit me with it.
I'm gonna leave now, June.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, Aaron.
Have a good night, everyone.
Thanks for coming. I don't really have a set dinner time. Haw flakes. They were delicious. Yes. No dishwasher. I don't know. I just buy whatever clothing is cheap. My stomach gives me stomach aches. My food doesn't give me stomach aches. My stress does. Yes, I'm currently in therapy. Have I blown up on YouTube? I don't know. People really like the budget eats, but I think those are very usable ideas in a very needy time. So, am I blowing up, or is the actual content blowing up? Therapy is great. If you can afford it, if you can access it, I highly recommend trying it. No, I don't really believe in not eating after a certain hour. It's a lot of those guidelines that trigger disordered eating for me, so I try not to give myself rules like that. Hi, Jacqueline's baby. Gigi, everyone needs therapy. Seriously. Is this not ASMR for eating veggies already? I'm delighted that this helps your mental health. Happy to be here. Happy that you guys are here. I wish the jackfruit and the mamey sapote videos did better because I really liked doing those. Ooh, least favorite fruit. I don't know. We're not marriage people. We don't really believe in it unless you have a legal reason to do it. Hi, girlfriend. Yes, you should eat some vegetables. And, guys, I think I would love durian, but I've never had it fresh, so I need those. Final questions? Final questions? Bye, Rebecca. Domestic partnership, which we are. You can share health benefits through that. Most expensive food, maybe like a little bit of caviar foie gras. I've never had mangosteen, but I really want to. And bye, Claire. Guys, maybe I'll see you tomorrow for the lives. I don't know. Just stay tuned. I do it when I feel like it and when I feel like I can handle it and be there on time, which I do want to do. But tomorrow we are going to give Fredo his dip, so wish us luck. Happy Friday, maybe happy Saturday, wherever you are. It has been almost 2 hours. I'll see you next time.